Jess O'Brien.
Jan Ochoa.
Mythbusters, the first experiment. This is a demo of an upcoming Mythbusters game, so I guess this is technically an unfinished. And I think it's well known at this point that this show is near and dear to my heart because I used to work on it.
What was your actual title? Were you just like a camera person or a producer type? Or
So I started out as a lowly PA, a production assistant for folks not familiar with the biz. And then I eventually became an AC, which is an assistant camera. And then eventually graduated to being a camera operator. But just like a giant bomb, whatever position you were at Mythbusters, you wound up wearing an obscene amount of hats. And I don't know if I've outwardly or publicly said this, but I thank my time at Mythbusters for pretty much making me the person I am professionally. I don't think I would be where I'm at without Mythbusters.
wow.
So that makes this game incredibly disappointing.
Oh no.
I know that Adam's whole catchphrase was failure is always an option, and unfortunately, that is the option they chose here. Again, this is an unfinished, so things may change. And I thought, let's just start from the very beginning to get a taste of what the first experiment is going to be like. Yes, I'm going to.
Your progress. No.
Oh no. It's fine. I always wind up erasing my own progress anyway.
Oh, the window got unfocused, and now I'm seeing Discord. Oh, there it goes. It's back. Oh no, it's gone.
Is it
What's
back
happening?
Now? Is it back
It's back.
now? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Soon you will be able to play the role of a real Mythbuster. Each myth will have its own unique gameplay mechanics. Okay, have fun.
So I always thought it was odd that no one had attempted to make. I'm sorry, I'm already getting upset. I thought it was always.
Do it. Get upset.
we'll unlock a couple things and then I'll get more upset later.
Okay.
I always thought it was interesting that no one had tried to make a Mythbusters game in the past with, as much of a different like Lego style, put stuff together, kind of like blueprint things, make monstrosities. Even something like Tabs, right? Totally accurate battle simulator.
Yes.
I feel like with that same DNA, you could translate that into making a Mythbusters game, or like a sandbox style game where you make experiments.
Yeah, just mix, bleach and ammonia and, have your character perish, like goofy stuff that you cannot do in real life.
Yeah, and also they were saying that we're going to play the role of a Mythbuster, just like noted Mythbusters in the canon as Amy, Joanne, and Sergeant Daniel.
I'm sorry. I gotta point out as the resident illustrator, I gotta point out the variance of anatomy between Joanne and Amy and Sergeant Daniel. Sergeant Daniel is looking like a normal portrait of a man, and Amy, what happened, girl? Your neck so skinny. Your eyeballs in wrong spots. What's happening?
This game is, okay. All right. We've accepted Sergeant Daniel. And then, the blueprinting phase was a big
Does Amy
part.
work here because she's a cryptid and she's got insider knowledge on some myths or what?
Perhaps. The blueprinting phase was a big part of the show. Adam and Jamie would put together blueprints and everything to design the experiment. I have one of these at my own place. And it's a prized possession.
What design was it?
I don't want to say because I think the museum might want it.
Oh no! Don't watch this. There's a museum. Wait. There's a museum?
Yes, there's a traveling museum. So you would expect maybe I'm gonna test out a bunch of variables, or how's this blueprinting phase going to work? Maybe we're gonna test some things, right? What would you expect, Jess?
I would expect something akin to maybe even nuts and bolts,
right?
Banjo-Kazooie, where it's this is a fucking around phase, fuck around and find out, But I'm getting a vibe that maybe that's not it. Click and drag to throw the ball.
Yes, this is totally how all of these myths were blueprinted. Fake pong. So you can see here, we need to bust these white walls, and we can't touch these red ones.
So the walls represent the myth, and you're busting the... Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
Yep.
Wait, how... This has to do with testing the power of a grenade, right?
Yes.
So you're imagining throwing the grenade? Is this your mind palace?
I don't know. And then we got to take this tuning fork and fill it up to 18% or so.
18% with a 5%. That's not it.
Plus minus. No, that's not it.
With a 5% give or take.
Here?
18%?
I only filled it with 10.
No.
Okay, now it's got to be 77. So that's like here?
Yeah. A little lower.
Little lower? Okay. 81. Okay.
Ah, look at that. I saved your ass.
So all right. So
What the fuck? That is not fun. What is that?
yeah.
These are like bizarre SAT test questions.
We
or
got
something.
we got two more here, and now it's a sliding puzzle.
Oh,
we only have 24 moves. Okay.
Oh, this is an easy sliding puzzle. What the?
And then
No, wait. You got to drag the horizontal piece.
this doesn't go. Well, this.
No, drag the horizontal. Okay, that's fine too.
There we go. Yep. I remember long days of Adam and Jamie. Grant, rest in peace, Grant Imahara. Tori and Carrie. Long hours of them making sliding puzzles to solve stuff.
It's an integral part of the scientific process.
Oh, right. And then matchstick.
I have 5 matchstick.
God.
No.
Okay, 8 times 1 equals 8.
8.
So
So
we only have
just
one
8.
move. But we only have one move to take out one of these matchsticks.
What?
H plus chair.
Oh wait, what if? Okay, can you take it out of the equation? Like the start of the equation? Yeah, take out the middle part of the 8, and then it'll be 0 times 1, and then it'll be fucking nonsense.
It's not gonna
0.
do it.
No, do it.
Because I have to place
Is that not a move?
I have to place this somewhere to take up a different spot.
Make it an H or something. I don't know.
What is
Make it a non-number.
Oh, we failed that one.
Oh, fuck you. I'm right.
Okay. Well, we can't change that one.
Minus not equal to.
I have to squint at this because this font is so unreadable. 4? H minus 4? No.
What?
What is this?
What is this?
Let's just get the hint. Wow, that's not even a hint. That's just the answer. Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
wow. That's.
Yes, we're going to figure out the explosiveness of a grenade by 8 times 1 equals 8.
I'm losing my mind. Oh my god. It's like the shittiest escape room. What is this?
There we go, Jess. That's how we're going to solve a grenade and everything. Let's open up our...
Nice sketch of a grenade. I'll give him that.
Open up our notebook. All right, we're gonna prepare a grenade. All right.
Why can't you just? This seems illegal. First of all, why can't you just purchase a grenade? Like, why are we?
Yep.
Why,
Yep, we're good. Well, there's a lot of questionable things here. A lot of questionable things.
imagine napalm. Now throw the ball at the napalm. You've made napalm.
So once we unlock the rest of the, we'll get to it. Oh gosh.
So you know, I've seen, you know, maybe a dozen episodes of this back in the early aughts, and I don't super duper remember a ton about the intricacies of the show or the layout of everything. How accurate is the space?
It's like, it's not a 1-for-1, and some of it is not wrong, but for instance, this roll-up door should be over here.
Oh no.
This table wasn't anything. This all this machinery bits was over here. This blueprint room should be upstairs over there.
Oh my god. I just mixed and matched everything.
This is semi-accurate with all these toads. semi-accurate.
Do you think the stripy caution tape, is that just making sure you can't do these things in the demo? Do you think that's going to be interactable in the full version of the game?
So soon we'll get to interact with some of these bits, and they're just blocking this off as of right now for just to make sure you don't overextend yourself in the demo here. So the next phase of building this grenade is purchasing all of these materials.
I just want to say I just got slightly jump scared by that silhouette in the back.
Jess, I have a lot of problems with this game.
Yeah.
These silhouettes are some of them, and we'll get to that. We will get to that. Okay, so we have a laundry list of stuff we're supposed to get. Let's just quickly pick that up. Yes, let's buy it from ourselves. Let's just this box of grenades. Let me tell you, for folks curious, I worked on like the last 2 seasons of the show. And I wound up working on the reality show that followed called Mythbusters: The Search. Oh, I'm supposed to buy how many nails? Just 7 nails. Okay.
7 individual nails, and they cost $1 each?
Yeah, inflation, like this $130 wrench.
This economy, it's out of control.
So this part kind of infuriates me for a different reason, because this would be my job.
Yeah, and you'd have to fucking leave to get these materials.
Yes. One time, I don't think I've ever told this story, I had to drive from San Francisco to Watsonville. Watsonville is about 2 hours away, to pick up a train set, a model train set.
A model train set.
Yes.
I couldn't get one nearby in one of the largest cities in the United States.
This was a very well-made train set.
Okay.
I had to pick it up and drop it off multiple times.
The empathy I feel is like astounding for what you've been through.
There's so many more stories, Jess. Maybe we'll get to like a Grub Snack style.
We clearly
Q&A.
have to play this whole game on a feature and talk about your war stories. That's what I'm pitching right now.
Jess, I refuse to play this game anymore than for this unfinished.
Wow.
All right,
okay.
let's mount this grenade. Cool.
Poop. There it is.
All right, let's remove this now.
Poop. There it goes.
Yep.
Is this okay to do? Wait a minute.
Should we be doing this in a proper facility or have an expert do it?
Yeah. Well, no, make the intern do it.
All right, let's put the grenade on our belt. Remember, grenade is on 8, hammer 2,
God.
wrench 3, button.
Immediate way to fix this game. This like wheel menu is basically a weapon wheel, like Ratchet and Clank. Or like fucking Half-Life, where you can toggle through all of them on the buttons, and you can actually like use a grenade and like physics and blow up parts of the lab.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that should be done here. There's a lot. Let's check our notebook again. Page 4. What page are we on right now? Okay. Gotta go to page 5.
Okay, tell me this. I just noticed that there was like cardboard or plywood cutouts of the crew, clearly, because one of them has an iconic hat. These are because they couldn't get the likenesses of the actual people, right?
500%.
Fuck yeah.
5,000%, I think.
I didn't know these people were so tall. Wow. Is that you?
I'm going to say I don't want to put words in anyone's mouths or anything, because I'd like to believe I still have a great relationship with everyone on the show. I don't think they signed off on it because other than the semi-likeness of M5 here,
M5 being the name of this warehouse? Or
the name of this warehouse, yes.
Okay.
Other than the mild likeness of that, there is no trace other than this vague cowboy hat here or a Stetson, any ties to Jamie or Adam.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, these piles of props in the corner, I don't remember those being in the show, but I didn't watch it till the end or anything. Are these references? Or are they just tchotchkes that the devs put here to be like, it's wacky in here?
like the tchotchkes, like some of them are like, oh, that the arrows and the target. That's how the targets look generally. I don't remember.
That's how all targets look, though. You know.
Yeah, let's just continue on.
Whatever. I'm getting into the nitty gritty too much here.
Oh no, I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty in just a little bit. Just like how we have to assemble this saw, and assemble this by just putting this there. All
Why?
Right. Well, you know, as a fabricator, Jess, you know that you gotta what's it called? You gotta change saw blades for when you're cutting wood versus metal, right? You don't want the teeth.
I was a fabricator, but that was kind of that was more on the construction end of things. I would let my construction buddies in the warehouse cut those things for me because I was like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't have insurance at this job. Hee hee.
Jess, you know when
I noticed the hem there. I heard it.
That is in no part what you were saying, but yeah, of course you want to make sure that if you feel uncomfortable cutting something, you have a qualified professional person to help cut stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And generally, when cutting items, specifically wood, which is at least right now expensive.
Yeah.
You measure a lot, right? Measure twice, cut once. That's the saying. What about if we made it a timing game instead?
No.
So I'm holding the mouse down there to and then releasing right at the right time to get the green part.
What?
Yes.
It's so fast.
Yes. There's no slowdown.
Oh no.
Or anything.
That's a small green area coming up.
Yeah. Okay. We got our 2 planks. Now we need.
This reeks of like somebody who like. If this were a real person that you were role playing as, like this is a person who's so bored with their job that they have to gamify normal things like this and then fuck up. Is
that one okay? All right, that one's fine.
Perfect.
All right, we just need another long piece. There we go. Yep. True to the Mythbuster experience.
I like how the bad piece of wood is like poop colored.
All right, we just need 2 beams. Fuck.
Ah, shit.
There we go.
This grenade experiment is just not gonna work because I keep fucking up the wood planks.
All right, page 4. Okay, yep. All right, we got a hammer.
I like the phrase lethal zone that I just saw. Can you interact with the confirmed sign or the busted sign? It looked like you could... No? What did I imagine? Okay.
Who knows?
Hey, you should for the thumbnail. I want you to get the word "busted" like really big because this game is busted.
Thank you for saying it, Jess. So I
Majestic. What the hell was this?
Let's get our hammer out.
Is the person we're playing as on like some sort of drug? Are we on Ludes, Jan?
No, we're not. I wish.
What the? You're tapping these with the mouse or what?
I'm tapping, yes.
Clickety clickety.
Somehow I'm attaching these wooden planks though.
This looks like shit. Click the glowing orb to do something. What? Cowboy hat. What?
Yeah, okay, let's do the one with the beret. See, it's not even a bonnet, it's a beret.
Oh my god.
You got that wrong.
Wow, what? Put the titties on.
All right. Yes, that was often a thing I was told to do.
Put the titties on.
I have an odd picture that maybe I'll put into the premium Discord.
Both hands up like he's like surrendering. Ah, that's okay.
This looks wrong. This looks wrong to me. Also, okay. As a let's say person that picked up building skills because of this show, wouldn't you want to maybe perhaps put the hammer or like the screws on this side going that way versus the screw sharp parts pointing out? And wouldn't you want to just drill it versus hammering it?
You are begging for some flying debris to go right into your eyes. This is just great.
Oh boy. Okay, did I get all
Also,
these
like,
nails?
I don't see how, like, testing a grenade with balsa wood, which is what this looks like that kind of, like, there's another word for it that, like...
Plywood, almost.
No, like, look at the texture. It's like that mixed up wood, you know? I just hit my mic. But, like, that doesn't seem like... Because that's, like, a very weak, structurally weak type of wood, because it's, like, particle board. Particle board, is that what it is? That doesn't seem, like, useful for the experiment.
I'm still not sure either.
Someone in the comments will be like, you fool, it's this.
Oh my god.
This doesn't look like even sturdy. Wow, this is some thrilling gameplay.
Okay,
Hammer
yes,
those nails.
Yep, okay, cool.
Get them all the way in so that they poke out and make Jamie really sharp.
Thank you.
See, I thought Jamie would have been 9 feet tall. Instead, he's like 5'4" here. Carrying this like Forrest Burns in Firewatch into the van of shame with you.
Yep, that's how you properly place something.
We out.
Yep, let's load up the truck.
We can't just put this in a sedan and go. We got to bring the...
Also, okay, all right. I know that I shouldn't be nitpicking a lot in the game, but the trucks we used did not have swinging doors. They had roll-up doors. Also,
like, the doors are stuck in this, like look at this hallway that the truck has slipped into that's got, like, 3 inches of give on both sides. What?
there's a... that...
Like... That is clearly just because they didn't want to render a parking lot beyond that point.
Where is lovely San Francisco in this void here, huh?
Yeah, like, it's just like a weird, very precisely masoned tunnel, specifically to the specifications of the size of that truck.
Here we go. Here's the thumbnail. Here we go.
Busted.
All right. Well,
there you go.
let's go test this out, I guess.
What are we even testing? We're just throwing a grenade at some plywood garbage we put together. It's not a test.
Here's another thing that bugs the crap out of me.
Is this non-accurate San Francisco?
This is non-accurate San Francisco.
Holy
I can't even
shit.
tell you what this is supposed to be.
What is this?
Because
I don't
this
live
is
there,
where,
but I'm like, what is this?
This also makes me believe that they don't have the proper likenesses to anything from the show.
Not even the city of San Francisco's layout?
Because this is called Buster Hall instead of M5. The garbage dump was not located there.
Yeah, that's
the
like the
rocket
middle of the
launch
city.
facility is not there. This was in either New Mexico or Arizona or the Mojave.
I mean, you got everything in a big city like this, including rocket launch sites.
I can tell you that I had to go find the remains of a rocket in the Mojave Desert once, and it was not near San Francisco.
Oh, no.
The airstrip end, which was not anywhere near there. The airstrip start,
Is that really far away, or is that really close? Because that has bamboozled my sense of scale. Those two things.
I can't get into it. I can't. I'm just gonna get continually frustrated.
Wow. What?
Let's go. All right.
I like that you plopped in. You had like a foot to fall when you spawned in. That's marker quality.
Here's the iconic shooting range. Not any discernible shooting range. And yes, let's just leave all our fucking blueprints everywhere. Let's just leave this camera here.
Oh my
let's
god,
put
that's
these
safe.
blueprints on the ground. These miscellaneous monitors.
Oh fuck yes. See, this is like, so here's the thing. Like when people are making games like this, I either want them to be 100% accurate, like this is what it's like to be at this place. I want it to be a simulator, or I want it to be, this is some Gary's Mod goofy time bullshit.
Dude, Gary's Mod is already a better Mythbusters video game.
I don't want this halfway in the middle shit where it's like it kind of is reminiscent, but like it's still very much a video game because there's just like, garbage strewn about that's like, this is not safe to have on set. But also, I can't just throw a grenade and blow up the warehouse, you know? Like, where's the fun at?
Yeah. Like Tear Down, also another better Mythbusters game than the actual Mythbusters game. This being at the shooting range, this kind of looks like one of the shooting ranges we went to, specifically a shooting range where the proprietor, the gentleman there, I don't know if he was actually the proprietor of the place.
Some guy that showed up at the range.
Yep, that we properly placed that. Just throwing it down there. Told me, like, yeah, yesterday, instead of going to lunch, I just shot some squirrels and grilled them in the back. He was a nice gentleman otherwise.
He didn't offer you any? Or...
No.
Not that nice of a gentleman.
Okay, well, let's take the grenade, I guess, that we've kept on our belt.
On our person throughout this trip through Midtown San Francisco. Is that the grenade?
That's the grenade.
Why is it blue now? We didn't paint it blue.
Well, visibility or some shit.
There should have been a part where we did that. Stand within the most explosive part.
It won't let me do that. So
God
let's prepare
damn it.
the testing zone by
I thought video games were fun.
Put the button down. Yes, let's not properly wire it or anything.
Yeah, it's just a free balling button here.
Let me tell you the saddest thing. The most accurate thing in this game are these blast doors. These blast doors look exactly like how they did. I can remember how fucking heavy these things are and just how dangerous it always felt. Luckily in my time working on the show, I never got injured.
Wow, nice. And you were there for, 2 years?
Like 3.5, including the follow-up show. Never got injured.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, these blast doors, oh my god. We'd have to walk them, so we would have to tilt them from this angle to that angle to get them to move.
Oh my god.
So it'd be
so heavy.
Ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk. Sorry if that triggers someone's motion sickness, but that's how it was. I got really adept at moving these bad boys.
Wow. I have a question about that. Was that a radio to the left of everything up there? Can you change the channel to not be butt rock?
We can just turn it off. That's station change.
There's 2 stations, butt rock and off.
All right, let's place this here, I guess.
What? Okay.
All right. Press the mouse button to grab. Oh, right. Okay.
Grab the item.
Let's take this metal cover that
item
that we didn't prepare. We just here.
They just have these at shooting ranges.
And let's take this barrel.
You're in it. You're in the barrel.
And cover the grenade.
What are we doing? What is this test for? What is the myth? You ever hear the old myth about the barrel and the grenade and the plywood man and the...
Yep, that old wives' tale. Cool.
What? That was so unsatisfying.
Cool. We did
sucked.
We did it.
You protected the Jamie plywood.
We protected fake Jamie. God, would I love to escape from this game right now. Okay, so, this just gives you choices after you complete the experiment. You're gonna end it. Let's end it. I'd love to throw it all away.
Throw it all away. Isn't there a Broadway song that has "Throw It All Away" in there?
Yes, it's a Hamilton joint, I believe.
Oh, okay. Man, someone preparing the heck out of breakfast behind you. What's going on there, Don?
My partner and her allergies.
Oh.
I'm
sorry.
Also, God, the number of times
waltz out into this shooting range.
This also never do this at a shooting range, by the way.
Yeah, no.
So, even if is no one here, unless you work at the facility or that someone has yelled a strong clear that everything is off and nothing is armed, do not. I
have the feeling that not only are you the only employee at Mythbusters Inc. right now, but you are also the only person alive in San Francisco. This is an apocalyptic game where for some reason you are compelled to continue busting myths.
Okay, so now we can go to the rest of the office, and then afterwards, after we complete this last bit, yes, hey, this is how video editing works, right?
Oh no! You have to edit the. Oh no! You have to edit the episode.
Each of these cards takes up a portion of time. We have to get it within the sweet spot of 45, 50 to 55, close to an hour, right?
Let's make it a whole Sergeant Daniel fan cam.
Yeah, let's
over and over again, Sergeant Daniel.
Let's put Sergeant Daniel. Okay.
Oh man, you can't even
the perfect plan. And then all of these are tying into like how much money you're going to bring in and like the popularity of the show. So there's that.
People love Sergeant Daniel. Look at him.
Can you believe? Like, look at it. And then okay, so we had the planning phase. Let's go like I don't know, bullseye, and then a flash of genius happens, and then that brings us.
Episode too long.
What is?
Sergeant Daniel is he takes up too much time.
Spiel. Let's just have fearless. Let's just have like random stunts in the beginning.
Now you record the episode? What does this mean?
Yeah, this is also for folks that have been curious about getting like a look behind the curtain in terms of like production. This is all it is.
Yeah, man, this is my job. I just do this.
Cool. All right. Well, we sent that episode off.
You can't. We don't have cams on, but I am massaging my temples furiously. The first experiment, like, whoa. Can we back up and take a look at that bed? That makes it look like there's going to be a sex experiment.
This is an incredibly disappointing game. A lot of this stuff upsets me. We could move on and take on the next myth, but I kind of just want to traipse around and wax poetically about my time.
I'd love to do that.
There was this one time, there used to be a coat rack over here where I left a black hoodie. I did not, in between seasons, I left it there, and I got scared that I'd never see that black hoodie again. I didn't get brought on back for like the third season I worked on until like the middle of it, just due to some scheduling stuff. They had a different PA taking my original spot, but then he left. Shouts out to that kid. He was a good egg. And I eventually got my black hoodie back. My first day on the job was taking a box truck to get washed and then to get like 200 balloons. This is not indicative.
Helium balloons?
Yes.
Okay.
This is not indicative of the forklift we would have on site. We had a cool Sidewinder one.
Ooh, were you operating that forklift?
Oh yeah, baby, I was certified.
Oh, you're forklift certified? I had no idea I was in the presence of a certified forklift driver.
I think my forklift certification might have expired. It might have lapsed. This stuff was not here. This stuff is where like the big garage door would be that would lead to like this portion of the shop. Like this heavy machining thing was not here either.
That's a weird spot for it. Like you need this loading bay clear to bring things places.
Yeah, like all this stuff would be here actually, and then there was like a little paint shop as well. Like this whole blueprint room is much smaller than it appears on TV. At least my time of the show, this is not where it was because.
Well, that's like typical of most TV. Like I don't know, cameras make places look bigger. Like any like talk show. Like I've been to recordings of the Colbert Report and stuff like that, and the Daily Show, and like it's a tiny set. Like it's so small, and for some reason the cameras make it look 3 times as big.
This is probably like the most accurate thing in this game. It's just like the wall of totes of materials and boxes. I'm just noticing now that a lot of it just says labware.
Yeah, this is a lot of repeating
straps.
things with no organizational hierarchy here.
Oh my
It's
God.
upsetting me. Food fake. I like that one.
And if this is upsetting you, Jess, this is upsetting me exponentially.
As someone who worked a lot in a warehouse, this is still more organized than a standard escape room warehouse, but still, everything being labeled, being out of order is upsetting.
God.
Ooh, saltpeter. Let's make some dynamite or whatever. Gummy bears.
There's one
gelatin.
time where I had to buy.
Is there a experiment you can do with the ballistics gel man? I love that guy. He's my favorite character on Mythbusters.
Oh god, those were so hard to throw away.
Do they smell like anything?
No, they kind of just smell like gooey, like the non-offensive neutral gooey. You know what I mean?
I don't know that smell.
Okay.
That's the smell?
Well, moving on.
Is it like a rubber or like a plastic?
Yeah, rubber. Rubber's probably the better word. So then you would go up these stairs, right? Like you'd pop in, say hi to like, what's up, Tori? Also, there is a whole room here that is completely missing, which was like the little camera workshop. That is nowhere to be seen, but I guess that's not important in a game. Again, I am nitpicking because of my attachment to the show.
I love that saw just chilling out, ready to fall.
There was a little lunch area that we'd have, and this was adorned by like Jamie and Adam's props that they'd worked on. Ooh. There was like the yellow robot thing from Flubber. They had like the Nightmare Before Christmas dog Zero here, like the original one.
Oh my god.
Jamie's office was over here, but I guess it's gone now.
Tore it up. See, like I would have fangirled out about that Zero puppet. Damn. They worked on Nightmare Before Christmas?
Oh yeah. They have an extensive history of propery.
Oh my god.
Also here,
I know all about like the armatures and stuff like that with Nightmare Before Christmas, so I had no idea they were involved. Anyway.
Also, here is where the mailroom would be, which is where the PAs would hang out. So I spent many a time sitting next to a giant freezer where we would keep like bags of ice. Here is where Adam's office would have been. Mm-hmm. Here is where the producer's office would be.
I'm surprised that they had like the offices of these people like in what I was considering to be the set. Like I thought maybe the warehouse / set was like a separate building than where they might like actually have offices and do off-camera stuff.
Oh no.
That's interesting.
It was a working studio, like 100%. Like there would be active building happening down here, down over there.
Why is there a painting easal here?
I don't know. Why is there a lot of these things here?
Somebody painting on?
This is where the producers would sit. I would spend many a time sitting next to, I don't want to name any specific producers, sitting next to one here. And
on the ground?
No, I'd have a chair. There's no one lifted weights.
A witch's broom. Gonna test some witch myths. Why is there a bed here, Jan?
Here's where like my production manager would sit in her own office. I'd occasionally sit over here and bother her. I'd be like, yo, what's up, dog? And then...
You want to go have a nap and a cuddle on the Mythbusters bed?
God, I would call HR.
Why is there a bed?
I also don't know why there's a bed. There was no bed at the office.
Okay, thank you.
I was explicitly clear. There was also a kitchen here where I would use too many Nespresso pods because it was, kind of free for the staff, and I would just load up on those. Oh my god.
Absolutely.
I know the show has been over for a long time. They had tried to do Mythbusters Search. They tried to do a second season of Mythbusters with a new host.
Mythbusters Search, was that like looking for a new host, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
I had the idea that got shut down of like, just do it like Chopped. Of like, let's bring in 3 sciencey people to look at a myth and try and bust it in their own specific ways. Mythbusters Search, it was a fun time. Like I learned a lot and everything, but it was just a hard premise because the legacy of the show is just so tied to Adam, Jamie, and then Tori, Grant, and Carrie that I don't know. Like it could have been done in a different way, just like a million other things. Just like this game should have been done a million other ways, or maybe not done. Maybe
they
not.
Just kind of the one thing they nailed is how not to make a Mythbusters game.
Yeah.
It's really
where's the sign again? Busted. And Jess, that's it for Mythbusters, the first experiment.
I still have so many questions, but they're all stupid.
No, please. Like, you know what? How long have we been going for? I can't see right now.
I don't know, but I could ask for hours about all these stupid things. Oh my god. Just
okay, let's
ask know
3 questions.
Okay, first of all, I want to know, go to that room that has the busted sign in it.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing. What's this device behind you in the middle of the room? What is that?
I don't even know what this would be. We did not have anything that provided hydraulic pressure.
Well, clearly it's going to be a gimmick in the game.
Totally.
Does anyone in the comments know what the fuck this machine is? Is this a made-up machine or what?
Well, it says 10 bars, so I'm assuming it's 10 bars of pressure, so it's something like pneumatic.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's not a press because there's no pressing mechanism and there are buckets here, so I'm not sure what it's supposed to imply that we're going to be mixing, but I'm assuming we'll just turn that valve and whatever. Any other questions, Jess, while we're here?
Were there really planets up there?
There were planets. We had like a giant kayak taped up here once, or suspended from here.
My warehouse at the escape room also had a big moon suspended from a beam.
People love moons.
Very precarious to put up there. I really thought that my coworker was going to fall off the ladder and die.
Oh, Lord.
And we were just standing around watching, being like, be careful.
This game just feels like, I don't know if you've seen the new Chip and Dale, Jess.
No, I feel like I didn't especially need to.
But there's a portion of that where a lot of characters are getting kidnapped and turned into knockoffs. Even though this game says Discovery Mythbusters, the first experiment, this feels like a knockoff game.
This does feel like that.
This feels very soulless. I know.
Steam Workshop.
I know that this is still technically the demo, so things could 100% change. But this just really bums me out.
The skeleton of it is all wrong. Like, the stuff you're doing is all wrong. Can you go back to near the Mythbusters sign over the bed and like about face? And there's like something written on the wall. If you look about, like, what does that say? Don't go to the left. The other wall. Just don't.
Where?
Left. Too far left. Right. A little more. Stop. Up. What's that?
Yeah, it just says don't. Something. Don't try this at home. I get it.
What? Okay. That sums up this game. Don't.
Yeah, just don't. I don't. This just really bums me out. Again, I said at the top, I credit working on this show to me getting where I'm at today. And
I mean, you know, we all have those kind of formative experiences that were a little bittersweet. Shut off the dad rock. Jesus.
I have nothing but fond memories of the show. Like, of course, there were definitely hard days, hard weeks, but all in all, the Mythbusters legacy deserves more than whatever the fuck this is, because, Jess, this game is 5,000% busted. To end the unfinished on another quote, it seems like, and I don't mean to disparage the game developers, I know that developing games is very hard.
Especially when you're working with, weird wibbly-wobbly copyright things you have to dodge, clearly.
Yep.
Like likeness rights and things.
Likeness rights and everything, and physics and what other stuff. The game mechanics are not what I would attribute to the actual show. Anyway, Adam used to say all the time, I reject your reality and substitute my own. It seems like this game has rejected the reality of the show and substituted it with its own. That is busted.
Busted.